We're giving games the business. Punch schools with a quickness. We're giving games the business. Punch schools with a quickness. Gonna be a nightmare till the break of dawn. Gonna be a zombie, beast on and on and on. Gonna survive and then I'm in the clear. If you got game, then you can bring it here. You can stay out of the way, 'cause monsters starting to slay tonight. You won't get out of this room until you're down in a tune. 'Cause bad things are coming. We're giving games the business. Punch schools with a quickness. We're giving games the business. Punch schools with a quickness. We're giving games the business. Punch schools with a quickness. We're giving games the business. Punch schools with a quickness.
No matter what you should do, your curse is to always lose. No matter how hard you play, no matter how hard you pray, you will always be defeated.
Punch schools with a quickness.
Hello everybody. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to Scream a Day 8, Day 34. Yet another day of overtime. How's it going today? Greg, thank you for 84 months. The alert is real good. I gotta play it one more time. It's pretty funny. How many versions do I have of the theme? I don't even know what that means. Oh, the thing. I think they're. Yeah, I think Craig made like 8. Murder House, huh? Yeah. It looks like something that I would play. Looks pretty special. Looks very PS1. Yeah, very overwhelmingly positive reviews. John Sola, welcome to the cohorts. Thank you for that prime sub. Well, tonight we're going to be checking out Transient, and it's by the developers of Canarium, for anybody who remembers that game. Richie, thank you for the biddies. Canarium. Huh? Did you mean transient, Nee? And do you mean that it has, what, like problematic content? Well, oh, you mean like functional issues? I see, I see. Alright. Alright, alright. Well, I was feeling better today, but I seem to be developing a bit of a sour stomach that started maybe like an hour ago. So, I don't know. Alright, let's dive into this and we'll see how it is. Odin. A series of catastrophic events end civilization as we know it. A scientific council, Kepra, led by 4 brilliant minds, endeavored to build a cyclopean, domed city that would stand firm against the test of time, the city of Providence. In this new era of cybernetics and implants, society found peace within their own artificial cyber worlds and thus lost all touch with reality. The city continued to practice blah, 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 blah.
Now is the time for our final confrontation, Carter. Despite all you have witnessed, it is clear you have no intention, not even the will, to escape. In our previous interrogations, you vainly suggested that your physical reality was secondary to your dreams, merely another nightmare of your morbid imagination. We know that you use supernatural methods of inquiry. So tell me, how have you managed to visit these strange realities of yours?
That's still your question? I thought you were omnipotent. My answer is the same now as it always has been. I'm not telling you!
Face your reality, Carter. Here you remain, a prisoner on your own mortal coil. I have offered you so many chances, but you choose not to take them. Very well. It is true that I have my ways of knowing. I promise that journey will not be pleasant.
What? This is cool. Sent. Thank you for 30 months. Yes, moth.
What is happening?
This is different. Oh, whoops. Gotta lock the old mouse. Hold on. Also, I simply must adjust that mouse sensitivity because it is too high. Hey, hey, they don't have that. Oh, good. Here it is. Praise be. It's a very old school looking menu. It looked very like early 2000s game. Look at these like mushroom jellyfish head bug butt boys. Really interesting.
Once more you enter this place of desolation and ruin. Long have I watched you, your every waking and every passing. I sensed you from afar. Now I will guide you through these tenebrious fields into the Tahom. Welcome back, Carter Chalibi.
Remember your voice. Who are you?
You discern my speech well this time. That's good. Comprehension comes when you are focused. Now, proceed.
Okay.
This place.
This city was built eons ago by a race much more advanced than yours. Only a handful of your kind could reach this point, but not further. Continue on. Maybe you'll know more this time.
Okay. This has a very old school adventure game feel about it.
Behold the ongoing process of dissolution. When the time comes, these creatures devour everything, dead or alive, until there is nothing more. Proceed and find me on the frontier of the dissolving illusory.
Okay, sure. No snakes this time? Damn, what's all this biz? Okay. I guess I gotta activate all of these dudes' balls. Swing on by, I'll activate your balls. What's this? Oh, it's a flat Earth. What's up, bud?
Oh, the perennial weight of life once more.
Who are you?
I am the last high priest of the long extinct Dariel race. Faded away eons ago, erased from the annals of time and space. You've reanimated my body, as you have many times before. We've met over and over again, in different times, but exactly the same place.
Where am I?
You are in Coestar Elsewhere. Eons ago, my kind entered this region of transition, broke the bonds of a material existence, and built this place. Coestar Elsewhere, is perilously close to the heart of Zehom. This is no place for your kind to traverse. I suggest you go back.
What just happened?
My remains have been kept here for calling me from beyond to this semi-physical plane of existence. You've reanimated my body, as you have many times before. I know you, Wayfarer. We've met over and over again, in different times, but exactly the same place.
What is Tehom exactly?
Far past the corrupting intrusions of matter and lesser forms of truth, Zehom is the space beyond life and death. Beings of lower planes can only, with their ignorant and brief glimpses, feel its existence. Only the more susceptible among them can understand what they see, and thus yearn for it until their existence is exhausted. Their home is the final step before the incomprehensible metamorphosis takes its course. But this is something I am also yet to see.
What did you call this? A semi-physical plane of existence.
Yes, this is the next stage of evolution. A region of transition from corporeal to incorporeal. The last frontier of all material cosmos. I can remain here no more, for the consistency of this vessel is losing its integrity. Heed my words and return to your own waking reality, wanderer. You cannot comprehend the implications this place has for your kind.
Huh. Well, that was wild. You missed that whole thing, Pancakes. We had a long-ass conversation with an alien. Hey, Lindley, thank you for those biddies.
Alice?
Whoa.
Alice, wait for me.
God damn.
Where are you going?
Create and live in your own dream worlds. Your cyber enclaves are safe.
Oh. Scorn. That's that game that it's like very H.R. Giger, right? It's been so long in the making, and they put out some videos. I don't know how long ago that was now, like a year ago maybe, or maybe longer. That feels like the newest thing that I know about. And it just looked kind of blah, I guess. It was with some pretty bland stuff that they were showing.
Fine, scan the body.
Yeah, pretty much. Male unknown, no pulse detected. Cause of death, brain damage due to an immense electroshock directed to his entry port. Oh, no, not your entry port. Traumatic brain injury. Estimated time of death unknown. Oh, I was running out of phi. There's nothing there. Also, can I crouch or what here? I thought I saw... Nope. No crouchies. So a really interesting effect. Well, we have a butthole door. A thing that we can't interact with. A barking dog. A dead body. A lot of moths. Oh, I didn't realize I could do more here.
His brain was fried. Someone probably hacked his neural implants. Killed him remotely by overloading them. This isn't the work of an ordinary hacker. An external sound recorder. I'd better check it out.
Cool.
As I predicted, the Scarab device is the key to the lower sections. Only a handful of their members have one. Some say there's a myth whispered among the elites, too old to recall. I believe this story is related to opening the device. It goes like this. Out of the primal waters, first a pyramid emerged in the east. Then the Scarab-headed one, the one of the morning sun. But he, the primeval snake, learned to set weights in the darkest depths to hunt it down as it descends into the underworld from the west.
Oh, we have a journal. Well, that was definitely some information.
Something in his pocket.
And here we have our
Thing
key.
Looks like an electronic device of some sort. Wonder what it hides.
Probe version 2.235. Apparently we're automatically trying to hack it. Kepra Corporation Secure Interface. Oh. I know now what I need to do, but I need to leave the object. Pyramid in the east. Scarab-headed one. The one of the morning sun. Okay, and descends into the underworld from the west. So Pyramid east, Scarab of the morning sun, and Snake west. Did I do it? Did I not do it? Huh? Wrong again, I guess? I think I have to get it correct to actually take this item. Out of the primal waters, first a pyramid emerged in the east, then the scarab-headed one, the one of the morning sun. But he, the primeval snake, lurks and waits in the darkest depths to hunt it down as it descends into the underworld from the west. It's a riddle. The circle is the snake, yes. There are only the three icons. So my presumption was that it's supposed to be like this, but this did not work. Maybe like this. The morning sun would be more to the east. Nope. I already tried that. If you mean like this. It'll open. We're trying to open this thing. Nah, I would imagine only the position matters. Out of the primal waters, first a pyramid emerged in the east. Then the scarab-headed one, the one of the morning sun. But he, the primeval snake, lurks and waits in the darkest depths to hunt it down as it descends into the underworld from the west. I've already tried the snake on the bottom, I think. With like every other permutation of this. I've definitely done this. I think I've done it with the pyramid up here before. I think I also did it with the... Well, fuck if I know. Alright. Well, we are done here. Open the butthole. Okay. Jeez. Oh, that's that corpse.
Alice?
Well, we're both going. Oh shit. Remember when the Zuck unleashed the meta shamans?
The nightmares again. I thought I was over them.
Which part is the dream? Which is the virtual reality? What kind of guy keeps that in his house right at the end of his bed?
Surveillance check. I need to power the terminals manually again. What a pain in the neck.
About Phi. Unlike other meta-shamanic hackers, all Odin members have specifically or specially customized perception-heightening implants directly connected to our brains. Each of us has made the required customizations, adjusting them to our own physiology. According to their intended use, the implants won't work when the user is unconscious, but I need to know where my dreams are taking me, and I think I found a workaround to do this. I've pushed my implant beyond its intended design. Now it becomes active and aids me during my dream excursions. About Mysteriarch. When I wake up from the nightmares, I can vaguely recall something called Mysteriarch, a residual, imprecise shape left on my mind. It feels as if something is interrupting my memories, forcing my thoughts to sink deeper and deeper into the unconscious mind whenever I try to focus. I've been researching this name extensively for 2 months, but can't find anything solid. My best lead is a letter. I was able to break into Kepra Corporation's private cyber enclave archive for the deceased without being noticed or detected. The letter I found there belongs to someone called Idris Yazid, who wrote, "You are well aware of the fact that the uncultivated may reasonably conjecture that reality is singular, for they prefer tangible corporeality over abstraction. My persistence on constant reality has been failing my comprehension until it gave me an insight into the inescapable truth, known only by a few souls since the dawn of man. My new findings eventually led me to observe it all while touring the illusions and the alluring landscapes of computational realities. Mysteriarch Urshanabi is, and will be there waiting for us, his continuous soft whisperings hanging in the air. To see the answers that lie beyond the intangible depths of elusive comprehension, one must seek the postern gate of thyself." Too bad I can't make out exactly what any of this means. His scholastic tone and strange wording haven't directed me to the next clue. Lost in thoughts. I've started thinking heavily on the prose belonging to Idris Yazid. When I woke from a recent nightmare, I recalled a small bit of conversation that I had had with the thing called Mysteriarch. It was trying to tell me something about the beguiling nature of ordinary life, a phantasm of truth. I feel uneasy because of my dream's similarity with Idris Yazid's narrative. I have found myself lost in thoughts and in need of finding new information regarding this Mysteriarch character before I am driven completely crazy. Maybe this is all just coincidence, or perhaps my partially blindfolded strange imagination is hindering me from seeing something explicit. In fact, the more I examine this issue, the more it seems a microcosm of some of my mental faults. I feel that there is something that I need to find on my own without depending on the data out on the net. This has a very 90s-ish sort of tone to it regarding possible technological futures. Yeah, referring to it like saying out on the net, like it's talking about the internet like it's a place in that particular sort of early internet way. The cybernet. The information highway. No, I mean we definitely still talk about it in a way that's sort of pseudo physical. You know, yeah, we say like it's on the cloud or it's in the cloud or yada yada. But there's a certain different something about the way people talked about it in the early internet days that always kind of sticks out to me. Also, this is one of those situations where the writing to me feels like it is very unnecessarily verbose. Like they tipped the thesaurus in to try to, fill it out. Like they had a word count that they had to hit. About the ritual and the word THM. Alice thinks there is something peculiar with my dreams too. She started to observe my dream cycles and then tried a geomancy ritual where she scattered a handful of sand on the ground just beside my body while I am sleeping. So Alice is real then. In a trance-like state, she waited for that dream being of mine to write something on the sand. Oh, they're playing Phasmo. We had nothing on our first few tries, but on the fourth one, the letters THM were written in the sand. Ghostwriting. During several other dreams, the same word was written in the sand over and over again. The meaning of the letters became more mysterious when Alice told me she saw them in one of her arcane occult book called The Time Bore, a book that is thought to have been written in the mind-bendingly ancient times of the pre-Providence era. The book says that someone who is gifted in thought and sense can use both their mind and body to walk between worlds. They can bind the minds of those they meet to the world they are in. The repetitive nature of these rituals has made me believe that I am not crazy. I have to find a way to recall the contents of my dreams. Tenosis, thank you for the biddies. About the first lucid dream I can remember. With the help of a book entitled Arcane Roots of Ethnobotany, I was able to prepare an herbal mixture which allowed me to partially recall my strange dreams. They are rather fuzzy, but I can discern the contents and setting well enough. Fortunately, they became increasingly clear with each passing day. Also, I've decided to draw some sketches about my dream visitations, at least about the portions I can remember clearly. Yesterday, while I was dreaming, I visited a place too old to even exist. It was as if it had been devastated by a geophysical catastrophe. Old, ravaged, but still showing clear evidence of a once mighty civilization. Fetid and decrepit wet dwellings, now choked with refuse of decomposed organic masses, whole complexes of towers and palaces that still try to withstand the passage of time, and ancient serpentine labyrinths that may never again stir from their stupor. Edifices similar to temples and palaces have had to yield to mere ruin and neglect. They now lie half-buried and fractured on the dust, crowded with debris from a past monstrous, unbridled interference. Those ancient institutions, far from being abolished and overturned, may soon slowly approach the stage of final extinction. Despite its state, it seems to me that the distinctive spirit of this place is still lingering at large within the time-worn halls of silence. After a long while, my excursion took me to a cyclopean gate with no sign of damage or corrosion, as if it had been excluded from the monstrous ravages of time faced by all other buildings. Ugh. When I approached the gate, I noticed words engraved on a sturdy stone plate which read, Sarcommand. At this point, I suddenly woke from the dream and was back in my room, now filled with all manner of computer buzzing. Aside from the weird aspects of this dream, I felt I was there physically. This is why you don't tell people about dreams. No one wants to know what your dream was. About the second lucid dream I noted down. This time I was in an almost pitch-black stairway, terrors spreading through me, rendering me helpless to find a way out of this claustrophobia-inducing place. I moved sightlessly down the fathomless spiral of steep and slippery stairs. Almost an hour later, I reached a gate which led me to a grand opening. There was no air, no noise, no scent of grass, leaves, or of the vegetation on the walls. There were only the nightmare towers beyond, a chilly and angry wind, and my own suspended horror. The minutes seemed to drag slowly by, like an unending sentence of dead silence. Just a touch of self-awareness. Without warning, I heard a sound of faint laughter coming from a great distance. While I could hear it, I knew it could not have been caused by any living conscious thing. And yet there was something noiseless and glacial in it, magnified on every side by the large, dim, almost imperceptible stone gallery. In the distant direction of the laughter, I suddenly saw a grand shape like a woodland satyr, his natural features and attributes distorted in the faint light coming from behind him. After a moment it moved like a scowling spectre, or the demon of an old witch's hut, shaking a sort of lustrous lance through the gloom of sleep. Then I saw its stupendous smile. It was the smile of a fanatic, a blasphemer, a personified evil. His mouth opened into a morbid hissing. Go to the icy plateau of Lang. With these words, I woke up from this terrible dream, drenched in a cold sweat, trying to suppress an urgent desire to flee from this room into the crowded streets. I really couldn't explain why this dream made me tremble so hard, but I hoped I'd never see such a sight ever again. Whoa. Good God. You know what the problem is with that writing? Every noun was preceded by a fucking parade of adjectives. Unnecessary adjectives littered all over the fucking place. We don't need to know how dry and lightless and whatever every fucking rock on every fucking wall was. Like, it's good to have some variety, for sure. Put some descriptors in. But, like, when every sentence is like that, how do I describe it? Like, if you're driving on, like, a country road can be pleasant, right? Like, there's some hills, maybe some bumps, whatever. There's some curves. But it's generally, there's a good sort of variety of things happening. But that was just like fucking like the rabbit hills in a fucking dirt course. Just constantly speed bumps of like adjective, 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 da 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 da. Your brain gets tired just trying to filter all that shit out to understand what the important things are that it's actually saying. Unnecessarily verbose. Oh God. Oh no. There's only 2 pages. Whether they are captured from a real-life location or purely a product of imagination, cyber enclaves are an indispensable part of everyone's life. More and more people spend their time in their own or public spaces, alone or with friends, and this brings serious health problems. Because entering into a CE requires a dedicated terminal, users are able to sit or lay down on a unit while connecting. The unit will check and maintain the health condition of a user, but the cheaper units either do a poor job or completely lack this health monitoring feature. Because of this, being connected on a cheaper unit for long periods of time is too dangerous for an individual's physical health. Also, there are studies showing the myriad negative effects of extended disconnection from reality. Notably, it takes a toll on an individual's psychological stability. In this day and age, we spend more and more time in the cyber enclaves rather than we do in waking life. We are our own gods to build and furnish worlds to our heart's content, and then live within, without the obvious nuisance of the others. As humanity's pure souls, the visionaries learn to... What? As humanity's pure souls / the visionaries learn and adapt ever quicker to the new and unearthly sensations of the current technologies, we've become freed from our corporeal cages to study the mysteries that had always lain beyond the intangible depths of elusive comprehension. As a wise man once said, those enclaves are nothing but a dream within a dream, a shell into which we retired and died. We need to believe that our minds stand higher than any illusion, otherwise we can find no reason in both life and death, virtual or real. Whoops. It's also weird that escape takes you to the menu, but escape does not take you back out of the menu. This is cool. What are you?
A digital neural study we've been developing together with Akeley for some time. It still has some problems to be addressed. Phi, scan environment for any abnormal activity.
So I do have Phi. No, not quitting yet. I don't like the writing, but I am intrigued by the game world so far. And I'm interested to see where this goes. The reason I'm reading it all is because it seems like that's where we're going to learn anything about this world. It's going to be in the text. Oh, this is interesting. This isn't something you can, like, click on and read. You actually have to force your face up against it. Entry number 27. This time, I believe I have perfected the transmigration mixture, since I've never experienced such powerful impressions before. The ancient sources dealing with the mixture, especially the Time Bore, are extraordinarily elusive. But with the guidance of Mysteriarch, I found a bas-relief within an ancient library of immeasurable knowledge, thoroughly detailing the preparation of the transmigration mixture. Some ingredients described were of extraterrestrial origin, but thanks to the arcane roots of ethnobotany, I was able to replace them with something else. Below, I've written the current recipe. First, mix sati seeds, comment, warrinia, dural seeds, and ferram together. Bake the mixture with an herb baker. Then add water, alcohol, oil, and harvent to the mixture. And I guess that's what all this is.
It's better to prepare the mixtures when needed. It should be as fresh as possible to be effective. It's better to prepare the mixtures when needed.
Oh,
it should be as fresh as possible to be effective.
Oh no. Oh God.
These are the drawings of the things I've come across in my dreams. Or rather, my dream quests. For the longest time, I haven't had any. But now they've started all over again for some reason.
Clever reuse of the concept art for the game. But I see what you're doing. I'm not fooled. Meanwhile, they definitely made that just for that and are angry now. What is this? Where's the terminals that I need to find to turn the power back on? This seemed like such a focus, like I thought this was for sure where we needed to be going, but none of this here is interactive. So I guess I was mistaken. Yeah, there's a lot of light and stuff for a place where the power is not on, but that's what he said. Here we go. Oh. Is this, like, outside? So this is the apartment. It's quite a place. Oh my God. Does it really log every single one of those things? Providing power to the main terminal. After usual surveillance drone checks, my main security system cuts off the power automatically in order to avoid detection. This place is very good for someone like me, but these surveillance drone rounds have become increasingly irritating. I better enable power manually again from downstairs. Well, that's what I did. I went downstairs.
I can't go out physically unless it's absolutely necessary.
Okay, alright. So this is not the right way. That's interesting, though. I like how they let us go just outside. What's up, neighbor? Oh, those are like bars, huh? Okay. Never mind. Okay. Well, I'm clearly blind. How is it not this? Whatever this is. This is where this guy jacks in, right? And out. And on and off. Why is this hard to find? Oh, here's the thing.
This is the model of the pyramid I've often encountered in my dreams. I had Alice make this one for me. She's quite the talent when it comes to these things.
Oh, I found a collectible, did I? Ah. Okay, I should have used Phi. So bouncy. You've received a file from Alice. Enable the investigation mode to view the location of the terminal computer that the file was sent to.
This way. Better see what it's all about.
So she sent it to a particular terminal? Okay. You've received a file from Alice via secure connection which appears to be real-life reconstructed data. It is advised to be seated before accessing the file. Alright. I love the Matrix going on right here. Like, what's the point of that?
You are being safely transferred to your desired floor. In case of an emergency, a medical bot will be dispatched to your current location. If a mechanical problem occurs, a service bot will be dispatched immediately. Attention, upon your arrival, please mind the gap between the elevator and floor platform.
Will help you to find yourself a place to live. In your own world without suffering from illnesses.
I will be right back.